We are live. Hello, everybody. How's everybody's Monday nooner going? Looks like we got a couple people in. I'll just get in on my iPad here so I can see what's going on in real time. Turn that down. Real good. We got some thumbs up already, so that's good. Couple people watching. Hello, Lauren Ashley. Thanks for joining us. Hello, Fish Tropic. Yep. Thumbs up works good. Would you like to be a moderator, Fish Tropic? I know we have Zen Ginger in here, and they're a moderator as well. There you go, Fish Tropic. Whether you want to be or not, I just made you a moderator. Good morning, Aquaballs. It's barely afternoon here, but it's afternoon here now. Zen Ginger, thank you very much for sharing this out on Facebook, Fish Tubers, and other places you share it. And yes, if you're if you think you enjoy the stream while you're on it, by all means, please hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed, that'd be great too. We like subscribers, trying to get to that magic 1,000 subscribers. A lot of the reason I want to go to 1,000, it just opens up monetization aside, because I don't think you'll make much money unless you have a lot more than 1,000. It just opens up a lot more things I can do. Restrictions you have when you don't have 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, if you're not subscribed, please do so. So I hope everybody's excited. We're going to put some shrimp in the shrimp tank you guys helped me aquascape. I think it looks freaking great. The only thing I've done to it is I got a little bit more of the duckweed out, trying to keep duckweed to a minimum, and I've put a ring in there to keep the water lettuce out of the center area of the tank, so the plants can get some more light, because man, the water lettuce in these tanks just takes off like crazy. So that's all I've done. I have done another water test to make sure nitrates are down, ammonia is non-existent, and I have actually added a bit more water to the tank as well. So yeah, there is no ammonia. Yeah, tank's ready to rock and roll. So yeah, I guess when we get going here, we're going to have to pick some shrimp to put in this tank. They're going to be Caridina. And I have an idea when we get to that point. So yeah, I guess it is morning for you, Aquaballs. Long ways away. Who else we got in here? We got 4 people. Be nice to get a couple more in here before we get started, so I don't have to explain what's going on too many more times. How's it going, Fish Tropic? I haven't seen you go live in a little bit. I'm sure you're going live shortly again. Four people. Might not be a whole lot of people join us right off the bat. I know nooners are hard for a lot of people to make. I just happen to not be working today, so I have the opportunity to do one. See, we still got 4. I'll give it another couple of minutes, see if we can get more than 4 to start. and then I'll give you guys my idea. Uh, it hasn't popped up on my computer yet, but I can see on my iPad that the Aquaball's wife, here it is. So what do you think about that? How do you like them? I've seen a live stream of Bob Kaler's Aquatics, about glow beta that he bought, and it looked very healthy and vibrant to me in the tank. I've had one glowfish for a few years now, and it's a glow Daniel, a blue glow Daniel, and yeah, he is a survivor. I don't think I haven't seen him in a little while in the tank he's supposed to be in, so I don't know if he's still with us, but he lived well over 3 years. So I don't think their lifespan is incredibly shortened. Maybe the transit and getting them here might shorten their lives a bit. I don't know. Depends how well they react to shipping, I guess, because they would be shipped a lot. Now, how much did it cost you for that glow beta? Okay, well, Aquaballs is answering that question. Let's get on with it. Oh, he's got it. I like them as a toy. They look like a nice, here we go. They look like a toy, nothing else. We can't do anything with them, not even breeding or treating them. Well, that's interesting. Most of the ones I've seen have been females. Uh, 10 for the female and 20 for the male American. All right, so they're worth enough money, and I think you can breed them. You just can't sell them. You can't stop your fish from breeding. I think what their copyright claim is or whatever is that they can stop you from selling them if they sick the fish police on you. Okay, so my idea for this tank is to make it a straight up mix of absolutely everything I got, an oddball tank, if you will say. I'd like to put some oddball blue bolts in there. I'd like to put, they might not be oddballs, but I'll put a couple of crystal reds in there. And I'd like to put some black King Kongs and red King Kongs in there. And let's see what happens. I think I'll put like 4 of each in there. And yeah, see what happens. See what breeds out of them. See what kind of wacky colors I get and whatnot. Maybe we'll start a trend here. So that's my idea. Basically, make it a rainbow colony of Caridina. What do you guys think? I think it'll look pretty cool, and might come up with some very interesting variants. So I think that's going to be the plan, unless someone tells me that's an absolutely horrible idea and we shouldn't do it. I don't see why it's a horrible idea. Most Caridina shrimp patterns and colors have actually been made in this fashion. So I'd like to try it. I know there's not many people watching right now, but if someone thinks that's a good idea, let me know. And yeah, you can't sell them. They come with a warning label. They're totally copyrighted. So yeah, I guess if they found out you're a son, they could take you to court. Okay, nobody's too talkative here, so I think we're just going to do it. So I'm going to take the other camera, and I'm going to get it to follow me to the tanks we're scooping, and we will scoop out some shrimp. I cleaned up the blue bolt tanks. You can actually see in it now, and there's some cool ones in there. There's some in there that are almost white, and I think they'd be a good addition to an oddball tank. So I think we'll start with them. and I think 4 out of each tank. That would give, 4 of each kind. So that's going to end up with essentially 16 shrimp in the tank, and that's probably a great start for a tank. They're young. They might take a little while to breed, but we will stay on it, and we will monitor it, and we'll see what happens and see what it produces. This might be a neat little documented experiment. So let's get started. I'll see if I can Sorry, I realized we lost our audio when we did that, so I'll do it a little bit different. Nope. I'm just trying to get the screen so it's more on what we're doing and not looking behind me, but I can't do that without losing audio. Okay. Still use a very cheap shrimp net. I still haven't bought a good one, but it'll work out for what we're trying to do here. So we'll put them in here, have a look at them, and go from there. There's one. The dog's going crazy upstairs. Rather difficult. Looking for specific shrimp. This one's going to be extremely nice. Give him a try. Two. Everybody's hiding very well. Wait, dude, I'm doing it myself. No. Another beauty. Come on. Put a guy in with a little more lots. Okay. Got our 4. And I think that's what we're going to start with. There's some pretty nice looking shrimp. Okay. Nothing new on the chat. So I'm going to go ahead and put these shrimp into the new tank, and then we'll move on to the crystal reds. Man, these are nice. I don't know if the camera can pick up how nice those are. Look. There we go. You guys can see them adjust to their new home. Now, many of you might say, "Hey, you didn't drip them in anything." Well, that's because I know the parameters of those two tanks are almost identical. Temperature, everything. I keep all my shrimp tanks within 20 ppm of each other, and it works out good that way, and I can just transfer them from tank to tank with extremely little stress on them. So oh, we got some new. Oh, glad to have you back, Zen Ginger. Well, thanks for joining us, Fishy Fun. Yeah, if you, I do it very sporadically. My live streams, I don't schedule too much because I just can't. But what we're doing today is we made this tank on a previous live stream. We aquascaped it, and I'm putting some shrimp in it today. I'm doing a bit of an experiment. And we're going to add, I already added 4 beautiful blue bolts. We're going to add 4 SS crystal reds. We're going to add 4 likely 3-stripe red King Kongs and 4 black 3-stripe King Kongs. Going to let them reproduce, see what kind of crazy colors and variants we get out of this. So that's what the experiment will be, and we will come back and look at it as they start breeding, maturing, and breeding, and see what we end up with. So I'm going to go back to scooping shrimp, and I'm going to get 4 crystal reds, and we will put them in that tank as well. By the way, the cat's name is Gizmo, who is enjoying helping me here. There's 1. There's 2. These are gorgeous shrimp. those are the 4 shrimp that are going in here. And there they are, settling right in there. Yes, they are. They're a very, very true breeding colony that I have. They're all either triple S or double S that come out of that tank. It's a very, very prolific tank too. So we'll see if they breed with the other shrimp in here and see what happens. So now I'm gonna grab the 4 King Kong Reds and 4 King Kong Blacks. They're coming out of the same tank, so I'll grab all 8 of them at once. May need my step stool here. One red. Oh, there it is. There's a black. Two reds that time. Black. Last red. Beautiful, for sure, female. And our last block. Those, if the camera shows them well, are what we got going in. So 8 in total there. They're all reds and blacks. King Kongs. All right, yeah, that tank's gonna look pretty wild with all these different colors in it. So with those oddball blue bolts I put in there, I believe one was a Missouri at that. It should this tank should produce some interesting looking shrimp. How many shrimp tanks do I have? What types of shrimp do you keep? I have 2 Neo Caridina shrimp tanks. I have a Red Riley tank upstairs. It's a small 5-gallon tank. And I have a 21-gallon cube. I guess if I pointed right there, that is just a cherry red tank. And I grew out some baby Bristlenose Plecos in there as well. Then I have all 3, you see, up down the middle are all Caridina tanks. The top is red King Kongs and black King Kongs. The middle tank is crystal reds, and the bottom tank is blue bolts. And then if you can see way over there where you see the shark, Lego shark in the tank, in there's some extreme black King Kongs and shadow pandas and whatnot in there. So that's what I have for shrimp tanks. I have a few. I actually I really like them, and I would like to get into more shrimp. I'm gonna go more shrimp than I am fish in the future. Yeah, so Zen Ginger, I got the same problem. My TDS is 450-ish, and my pH is like 8.2 to 8.4. I have to use RO water to keep these shrimp. Yeah, no, it's only 21 gallons. But thanks for joining us. What we did was we aquascaped this tank last week. We did a live stream and aquascaped it, and then I just added a whole mismatch of Caridina shrimp to it. And we're gonna see what we'll document it through live streams and whatnot, video. See what possibly comes out of this tank for color variants. There's 4 crystal reds in there. I would call them double S quality, SS quality, no entry. There's some 3-bar. There's 4 3-bar red King Kongs and 4 3-bar black King Kongs, and there's 4 blue bolt Caridina in there as well. A couple are Missouris. Topping a fish room fever. We've I hope you just heard everything I just said, because I don't want to repeat it all. But yeah, we've added the shrimp to the tank. You guys all helped me aquascape, and yeah, we're gonna see how they do. I do have something else I want to talk about. I'll say hi to Bob first. Hello, Kaler. It's Aquatics. How are you? So, I tried something yesterday. Sorry, I just got to have a sip of coffee. I tried something yesterday. Oh wow, we got 9 people watching and only 3 thumbs up. Let's hit that thumbs up button, please. All right. Well, before I talk about what I'm going to talk about, what is the name of the tall plants in the newly scaped tank? If you're talking about the tallest ones there, that would be Cambodia, the green ones. Don't ask me all the names. I'm not great with all the names, but I know that one's Cambodia. So I dabbled in making some, I'm going to call it shrimp pleco food yesterday. And it's a totally dehydrated food, and I'm trying it out right now. I don't know if the shrimp, I don't know if they like it or not. I got it in a couple of shrimp tanks. Here it is here. It's totally dehydrated, and like I baked it in the oven. I don't know if you can see that at all. I baked, comes out very crispy. Smells very vegetable-y. And I put like a crap load of goodness into this. I put 4 oak leaves in it, boiled, saved the water. I saved the water from boiling. I boiled all the vegetables in the same water and then added the water to the mixture for processing, and then evaporated it in the oven. So I should have saved all the tannins, everything from boiling the vegetables. And I boiled the vegetables because I didn't want them to, I want them to sink. And they don't like to sink unless they're boiled. So crazy stuff went into this. Not crazy, but just a lot of goodness for shrimp and plecos. The only thing I left out of it that plecos would like, if I did a separate batch for plecos, is I'd put some shrimp meat in it for plecos. They do, and when I say plecos, I'm meaning ancestrous. Sorry, I shouldn't use the word pleco. I should use the term ancestrous because they're really not a pleco. But they do like a little bit of meat in their diet. So it doesn't have any meat. It's all vegetables. There's like 1 full zucchini in this. There is like, I don't remember the numbers off the top of my head, but a cup of chopped spinach in this. There's about 2/3 of a cup or 1/3 a cup of broccoli head in this. There is 2 heaping tablespoons of spirulina powder. I smashed up some cuttlefish bone for calcium for their shells. So I powderized some cuttlefish bone that went in there. The oak leaves, a couple of sheets of seaweed went in there. So like everything that shrimp should like went in there. But I'm looking at, I've already tried it. I won the battle on it sinking. It does sink. It sinks great. But the shrimp don't seem too into it yet. They don't seem too into it at all. So I'm not sure if it's a win or not yet. The plecos are into it. So what I'll do is I'll sink some into that tank right now, and we'll see if now they just went in that tank. They might not be too into eating yet, but they very well might be. But we'll see. Put a little piece in and see if it works. Like it sinks great. It sinks absolutely great. But I don't know if the shrimp actually like it or not. I just made this, so I haven't put a video out on it or anything. Hello, Mr. B. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. We've added the shrimp to the tank that we aquascaped last week. And I just spoke about some fish food that I've made for shrimp. And I just dropped some in there. Yeah, I don't know what's going in the shrimp tank. Get out of the way, Giz. Hey, no fish for you. Gizmo. Psst. Come on, leave him alone. That's why I keep tops on my tanks down there anyways. But the cost of shrimp food and pleco food. So like this bag is like, probably cost me, I don't know, $5 to make maybe, and it's like 10 bags of shrimp food. And same with the algae wafers for plecos and whatnot. I'd rather know exactly what's in them, and I can tell you in this, there's nothing but good stuff for them. So that's why I wanted to try a homemade food for the shrimp and something that won't spoil easily either. I think I'm still going to keep it in the freezer, even though I've dehydrated it. But there's no meat in it at all to cause any problems. Your crustal shrimp love the extreme shrimp food. Oh, very good, very good. I don't know if I think I do have exactly that. Um, Now, why do you only feed every other day? That's my question. I used to get told a lot when I first started shrimp keeping that, oh, don't feed every single day, only feed every other day or every third day. And you know what? I noticed my shrimp are starving. I actually feed my shrimp every single day, and I think they're better for it. So as long as you keep good water parameters, your shrimp should do fine feeding them every day. That makes sense then. Yeah, if you're not looking to breed them and you're just looking to keep them, and you're worried about swinging water parameters, that's a good reason why. I feed a lot more, but I have a lot bigger tank for them probably. Hello, Vinoski. Tanks. Good to see you. So as you can see on the screen, the shrimp aren't exactly like they're not exactly like flocking to it. So maybe one's going on it now. We're just jumping over it. Yeah, he might be eating it. Gizmo's maybe not helping the situation over there. Get out of the tanks, Giz. Psst. Yeah, just stay out, will you? Come on, be good. Yeah, it doesn't look like the shrimp are into it, but I have put it in another tank here as well with the cherry shrimp, and then there's plecos in there as well, ancestress. Let's see how they're doing. Well, they look like they're over here enjoying it. Not as many shrimp, but the plecos are. So I don't know if the shrimp actually like this stuff or not. Hey, knock it off. Easier. She's gets into everything. There's like a 6-year-old cat that still acts like a kid. Yeah, I would say so. I think you guys did an absolutely great job aquascaping this tank. Uh, I think it's going to grow in beautifully. It's already started to grow in, uh, but yeah, I think it's gonna grow in very nicely. Yeah, Giz, she's my fish room kitty. As you can see, she's attempting to see what's going on in those tanks. They should have lids on them, so she don't get a chance to. But she's very curious. Get down, Giz. No. Come on. Ouch. Ouch. No. Out. Get out. there. Whew. She almost got in the tank there. So hopefully the lids keep her out. Oh, hi, Carrie Nature. You're pretty late. I'm almost done. But there's the tank we put together last week, and there's the shrimp that we've added. We've added lots of different shrimp. We added some beautiful blue bolts, some black King Kongs, red King Kongs, and crystal reds. And we're just going to let them all do their thing and see what we end up with. We might end up with some new types of shrimp here. So yeah, you're pretty late, but thank you for coming. And thank you. Yes, it does look awesome. You guys did a great job doing it. Yeah, Gizmo pretty much lives on tank water, I think. Yeah, no, you guys did an absolute great job. I can't wait till the moss takes off from the cholla wood as well. On that rock, it should cover that rock. There's already biofilm in there. As you can see up front, the alder cones sunk down there. The only thing that we still have to do, and when I'm absolutely certain that it's going to stay sunk, the piece of cholla wood in the back leaning up in the corner, I got to take the weights off of it. That's funny, Bob. I wish my cat would eat duckweed. That would help me out a lot if she'd start eating that. But I don't think she's got much of a taste for duckweed. So other than that, I don't have a lot to talk about shrimp today, other than I'm really pleased with how this project went. You guys again did a fantastic job. I guess the only thing that's been something that's bugging me a lot lately is this coronavirus thing. I don't really want to talk about it much, other than it's already interrupted my travel plans. I planned on going back to Cuba the end of the month, and yeah, I'm not doing it, man. I'm not doing it. I got back from Cuba like 3 weeks ago, and I was so nervous going to and from the airport, just picking something up. And the spread of this stuff since I've traveled last, it has been tenfold. It was getting bad while I was gone. It's way, way worse now. And we were going to take the kids this time to Cuba. So I'm not willing to risk dragging 4 kids through the airport and someone not picking it up. The worst case scenario is you end up quarantined in a foreign country. That would suck too. So yeah, we're not doing our spring vacation with the kids this year because of it. So I'm a little pissed off about that. I guess the part I'm pissed off about is that a lot of this could have been stopped if countries were honest about what the hell they had going on in their countries. In the first place, not trying to cover stuff up, everything else, like Iran's still covering up how many people. They must have tens of thousands of people infected, and they're just going to let God sort it out. So that doesn't leave much hope for the rest of the world when countries like that are that's how they're dealing with things. It's just yeah. So I'm not willing to do it. So we'll be around doing more shrimp and fish videos. That's for sure. But everybody just stay safe out there, and I guess don't necessarily trust everybody. Just be safe, wash your hands a lot, because we're all getting this coronavirus thing, and yeah, I don't think there's any escaping it. We just got to be prepared for it and do the best we can with it, and hope our elderly and our young deal with it well, because that seems to be who it tries to take. So yeah, that's what's been on my mind. It's been really bugging me, but yeah, everybody's just gonna have to stay safe with that stuff and maybe alter your plans a bit. What happened? Oh, wow. Holy crap, Bob. When was this? Like, just like today? Like right now, you just had a tornado? Oh, we just lost the other cam. That's okay. We're just about wrapped up here. So, yeah, the other thing I'm worried about with this coronavirus is auctions and stuff coming up. I like to participate in them and whatnot. But if things get as bad in a month as they've gotten in the last month, I probably am planning on. I don't know. I might not attend auctions even around a lot of people if things are getting as bad as they say they are. Um, so yeah, everything's going to be put on hold and whatnot. And yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. It's probably going to put some impact on stuff. It's going to impact everything. Um, I don't know how badly it's going to impact stuff. You might have to purchase more local, is what we'll have to do. Um, and frankly, it's probably one of my lesser worries. Um, my biggest, yeah, financial is big unless you got money to invest in the stock market right now, and you can buy stuff cheap. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of things that are going to happen shortly, and it's going to get interesting. But anywho, there's not much we can do about it now, and I don't know. Hopefully, it doesn't impact stuff too much. But anyways, everybody, take care. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for creating an awesome fish tank with your guys' ideas last week. And thanks for watching me add the shrimp we have to it. And we will keep up on it, and we will document what happens with these shrimp and see where they go with it. Oops. Yeah, that's something our family's already doing in Carry Nature. Is we're getting our list together and checking it twice, just to make sure we got enough stuff just in case stuff isn't readily available. Like I said, we have a big family with 4 boys, all teenagers or becoming teenagers. So yeah, we'll probably stock up on a little bit of food and enough medications and whatnot to make sure we can get through anything that may happen. And yeah, so thank you, everybody. And probably catch you very shortly again. I don't schedule these very far in advance, but I do what I can. And everybody, thank you for watching, and take care. Happy fish keeping. Bye for now.